Hey, what up? So we got a 2011 Toyota Corolla here with a bad water pump, right? They took this vehicle to the dealership, and the dealership basically told them that they had a bad AC compressor, which they replaced, and also they had a drive belt that was bad also, and they replaced that and still getting that same bearing noise, right? So they brought it to the shop to ask if I can diagnose it for them, which I did, and I determined that the water pump needs to be replaced, right? So I'm just gonna make a little video to show you how I got it done, how I diagnosed it, right? So this is how it sounds. You're actually hearing like a heavy roll, right? But I'm just gonna also show you the tools I'm using. It's a very easy job. I mean, you just gotta remove the belt, spin the pulleys, and you'll be able to determine where that noise is coming from. But they didn't do that. So as I said, I'm gonna take off the belt, right? I'm gonna use some power tools. I mean, if you have manual tools, I mean, do what you gotta do. But I'm gonna use these power tools real quick. They knock off the pulley, and then after I'm gonna take off the belt. I'm gonna just spin the alternator. I'm not gonna spin the AC compressor because I mean it's a new compressor, right? So with that, I mean, what are you gonna do? So they was told that the AC compressor is making noise, and they replaced the AC compressor, and it wasn't, right? And you actually could hear the heavy roll coming from this water pump. So I'm not sure why they replaced those things, right? It's not the AC. It also is not the alternator, right? So as I said, once you pull that belt off, you get access to the pulley. You take the pulley off. It's just 410 bolts. It's very easy to come off. I mean, just hold a little tension on the belt, and it come off real easy. And then it have like a few 10 bolts around the water pump, right? And you just take it off, put a bucket underneath if you want. I mean, you could catch the coolant, but it's up to you if you want to change it. I mean, you can do so also, right? But I got some Xerox here, which is recommended for this vehicle, and you just take your time and take it off. This is the SKF model water pump that I'm going to use. It's an aftermarket water pump, but it's actually a good aftermarket pump. So I don't think she's gonna have any issues with this pump, right? So as I said, you just put a bucket or a tub under the vehicle, and you don't gotta jack the car. Just roll it right under or slide right under, and just break the bolts, or the coolant will fall in that bucket. You can reuse it if you want, but I'm gonna top up with some fresh coolant afterwards, right? So you don't gotta move no timing belt or anything like that to get access to this water pump. You just gotta remove the few bolts that's around the water pump, and that's it. I mean, you don't gotta use no silicone or stuff like that. You just gotta make sure you clean the surface area where the water pump goes back on. And I recommend that you change the gasket or use the gasket that comes with this water pump. Yeah, this customer just replaced the coolant, right? So I'm gonna try to retrieve what I can and reuse it. But other than that, I mean, you can just buy some coolant and put it in. But she just changed like not even a few weeks ago. Move this water pump. Stop on the it's not the original like Toyota, but this work. I mean, is SKF, which is also a good brand, right? Came with a gasket. We're gonna put that in, and then it should be back up and running. Let's see how the old one looks. This is the old one. It looks good, but the bearing probably, that's it. So there's a slight difference in design, but it's nothing to talk about. As I said, man, it's sound like just the bearing was going in this. Other than that, it was not leaking or anything like that, and it wasn't experiencing any overheating. So as we're just gonna put it back up, put back on the belt, put back on the pulley, right? The torque value for this these bolts is like 8 to 10 Newton meters, which is barely nothing. I'm gonna use the fresh gasket with it. As you can see, this is a new belt that they have on. They got that from the dealership, and basically they made this customer spend unnecessary cash on a AC compressor, and it was not even the compressor. As I said, I really don't know what they do at dealerships, but that was kind of the wrong call. And I mean, the customer understood the chance that they took, and that's it, man. But I'm gonna just tension back this belt, start this vehicle up, make sure it's full up with some coolant. I gotta make sure I got no air in the system and no leaks, right? So I'm gonna send this customer along the way after I'm finished. Until then, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment. I appreciate all the support. Until the next time, y'all take it easy out there, man. Look at it.